Welcome to the Dynasty Dugout Show, a podcast covering all things minor league baseball. Get a front row seat to the action with everything you need to know about the future stars of Major League Baseball. And now, here's your host, Chris Clegg.
Welcome back to another edition of the Dynasty Dugout Show. Today is Monday. It's April the 14th. We're here to talk about the minor league recap, talk about everything that went on this weekend across the landscape of minor league baseball. There was a ton to talk about, a lot of good performances. What matters, what doesn't? I mean, for a lot of minor leaguers at this point, we are only, 9 games in if you played every single day. So there's some things that matter, some things that don't. Stat lines are finicky. We'll talk about that. And I'm going to try to give you analysis on what actually matters, other than just looking at box scores and saying, hey, this player's breaking out. I want to give you actual data to back it, like in the data support a breakout rather than Twitter just hyping a player. That's what I'm here to do. I hope to give you a good breakdown of everything that happened. But first, let's talk our sponsors. You know the drill. We're brought to you by Connect Roasters. Connect Roasters is some of the best coffee in the game, in my opinion. Connect Roasters is Ian Happ's coffee company. It is tremendous coffee. You can get the Gold Glove blend. Buy one, get one 50% off for a bag of coffee. That's a good value by going to connectroasters.com and using the code Dynasty Dugout or using the link in the description below. Also, we're proud to be sponsored by Chinook Seedery, the best sunflower seeds in the game. Chinook has a wide variety of flavors, high-quality seeds. Once you put Chinook seed in your mouth, you won't want any other flavor or brand of sunflower seed because they're simply the best. Go to ChinookSeedery.com today. Get 10% off your first order using the code Dynasty Dugout. All right, let's dive in on the recap. There's certainly some players to talk about off the top. Some highlights. We'll talk about those. We'll talk about some stats, standouts. Does it matter? Does it not? But Zyhir Hope off the top. Friday night, I'm sitting in my car during a rain delay at a game. So I'm at the park, pouring rain, watching this. Zyhir Hope hits a big home run off a breaking ball. He then had 4 hits on Sunday. Awesome game for Zyhir Hope and a great weekend. 6 hits, including that 4-hit day. And on Sunday, he wound up just a home run shy of the cycle. He nearly left the yard, though. Where they were playing, I don't remember if they were at home or not in Great Lakes, but Hope hit a triple, but he smoked it off the right field wall, which for some reason, like from center over to right is kind of like normal height wall, and then it juts up like really high. So higher wall in right field. He banged it off the top of the wall, had a triple. He struck a couple more hard hit balls, which led to 2 doubles. On Friday night, I mentioned that hanging breaking ball had no shot. It was off a lefty. Hope hit it a mile. The 9-game samples looked really good on the surface. I will say there's some contact concerns in the early going. How concerned are we about Hope at this point? I'm not worried at all. He's looked really good. I've seen people on Twitter saying he might be the best prospect in baseball. And I'm asking you to not say that after 9 games. Let's hold up here. If you liked Zyhir Hope this offseason, then there's a reason to still like him. If you were a little nervous about him during the offseason, then your opinion shouldn't have changed. I don't think any opinion should change at this point, but Hope's lifting the ball with authority. His air rate's like 80+%. He's being pretty, I won't say passive. He's got a really good approach. Contact rates, that's the question. 65% contact rate right now for Zyhir Hope. So, how concerned are we about this? I mean, it's a small sample. I'm not going to push too much yet. We'll see how it goes. Nick Kurtz keeps hitting. It's probably just a matter of time for Nick Kurtz is in the majors. If they bring him up this week, I mean, honestly, it'll just be a bonehead move by the Athletics. They could have brought him up last week by Thursday, and he could have been eligible to win Rookie of the Year and get the Athletics a PPI pick. Kurtz can still win Rookie of the Year. I want you to know that because I think that's confusing for some people. Kurtz can still win Rookie of the Year award, but the Athletics will not get a pick. Kurtz will still get full year of service time if he does. Kurtz is slashing .367, .409, .817, and 60 plate appearances so far in AAA. He is up to 6 home runs. Actually, he's up to 7 home runs at this point. I wrote that wrong. I'm almost certain in my article because I want to look at his Fangraphs page. I'm pretty sure he's at 7 home runs at this point. He is. I lied and edit the article. Total blunder on my part, but he's striking the ball well. Kurtz has an average EV of 95.5 miles an hour. He has a 108 mile an hour ninth percentile exit velocity. That's high end. The approach is good. The contact rates are good. Like, Kurtz is just doing everything that you want to see. People have asked how he fits in. I mean, they've got a crowded situation. Rooker at DH. They've got Tyler Soderstrom that's swinging the bat extremely well. How does Nick Kurtz fit in? Well, people forget that Brent Rooker played outfield for 10 years through college, through the minors, and even in the majors. He did not start DHing until he got injured. They didn't just DH him because he was bad in the outfield. They DH him because he was hurt and he couldn't play the outfield. Well, guess what? Rooker was in the outfield this weekend. I get it. It was a day off for Lawrence Butler. Rooker played right field. Guess what? Kurtz also has experience in the outfield too. The natural move is just for Rooker to go back to left field. This Miguel Andujar situation in the outfield, I just don't think it lasts. So that would set them up for success at the plate. The defense won't be any worse. And Kurtz, pretty good athlete himself. I'd be curious to see where they try him, but he's swinging it well. He is very close to the majors. Spencer Jones had a big day as well. Spencer Jones, he went yard twice on Sunday, 110 off the bat and 105.5 off the bat. And they were scorchers, like some scorch line drives. It's what Spencer Jones does. When Jones connects with a ball, he does immense damage. And that's exactly what we saw. Jones is an incredible athlete. He made a great diving catch in center field as well, which is awesome. And the reads in the outfield are good. The jumps are good. Jones might have plus foot speed over space. Like, this is a guy, he's 6'7". He gets faster over space. Like, when you watch him run, you're like, man, this guy runs like a gazelle. That's exactly what he does. He runs, he gets faster over space. If you're watching the video, I'll actually put up a video I have of him 11 seconds home to third. I got that live. Luckily, it came 2 years ago at this point, but he can move. Good athlete. I'll bet on that kind of player. Yeah, the contact rates are terrible. They have been. The Yankees put him back in Double-A. I get that that's kind of like a turnoff, I guess. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I think that there might be something here with Jones still. Remember, he was a pitcher in college. He hasn't been hitting full-time for too long. There's going to be bumps in the road. Spencer Jones can be an everyday major leaguer if he strikes out 30% of the time. Like, the other skills are there. So that's what you need to note. He struck out 3 times this weekend, or 6 times in 3 games this weekend. He has a 37% strikeout rate and a 53% contact rate. But Spencer Jones did mash the ball, and he deserves to be talked about because of his 2 home run performance. Hyeseong Kim, he's kind of the opposite of Spencer Jones, but it didn't look like it this weekend. He had a 2 home run game as well. He hit a ball 462 feet. Hyeseong Kim. This is a guy that I was substantially worried about his power. Like, I talked about it a lot. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I will eat it. It was 106.3 off the bat. It was his hardest hit ball of the year so far. 462. That's not a cheap shot by any means. He had a great weekend. He has 11 extra base hits in 14 games so far. That's Hyeseong Kim of the Dodgers. He swings the bat well. Where's the fit? Tommy Edman looks like one of the best bats in the majors right now, playing second base for the Dodgers. Mookie Betts is at shortstop. Kim's natural in the middle infield, but Kim's been getting reps in center field. That seems like the easiest route. The problem is Kim has played 6 total games in his pro career in center field. Do they throw him out there regardless? I don't know. Andy Pajes has had his share of struggle, so maybe they give him a shot. There's a pause, though. Hyeseong Kim, below 80% zone contact rate, 31% chase rate, 53.8% contact against breaking balls. Exit velocity data is like average at best. I don't want to get ahead of myself here and say, oh yeah, look at Hyeseong Kim, he's going to be a stud in the majors or anything. Take a step back. This is a big adjustment. Beyond the playing ability, Kim makes good contacts. I think that improves. But I think this is a bigger adjustment than his baseball. Remember, Kim coming over from Korea, learning a new culture, new language, new everything. This is a tough spot to be, especially with the hype he got. And in the Dodgers org, it's not easy. So let's give Kim a little bit of time and see how it goes. Leandro Arias of the Baltimore Orioles is swinging it incredibly well. He just turned 20. He got an aggressive assignment in high A. He looked awesome for me this spring when I saw him on the backfields. Very good bat. Leandro Arias got a lot of hype last spring, and he really didn't live up to the hype. And it kind of led to some questions like, is Leandro Arias legit? He struggled bad last year, but the early returns are good so far. He reached base 4 times on Saturday, has 10 hits and 33 trips to the plate, 80% contact rate. Things are looking good for the young bat in the Orioles organization currently in Aberdeen. William Bergolla is an interesting profile. The White Sox, talk about 20-year-olds. William Bergolla is in Double-A. He just turned 20 this offseason, and the White Sox got really aggressive with him and put him in Double-A. He's swinging it well. Bergolla had 4 hits on Sunday with 2 doubles. He reached a 5th time via walk. He's smaller. He uses a big leg kick, big lower half. He gets extended well. Bat path is good. A lot of ground balls and line drives, though, but a lot of contact as well. Bergolla has 20 great exit velocities. This is just what it is. But the contact rates are really good. He ran a 90% contact rate last year, and so far this year has been pretty good in double. Here's the thing. Bergolla has hit a ball 110 miles an hour at 19 years old, which most haven't done. So that kind of stands out and catches my eye as well. Franyerber Montilla of the Detroit Tigers is off to a good start. He's been really good. He got stronger this offseason, and it's showing. A double on Saturday. He had 3 singles, a stolen base on Sunday. 2 home runs and 3 stolen bases in 7 games so far this year for Franyerber Montilla of the Tigers. I mean, the underlying data looks good. It's a small sample. I think we're looking at like 7 games so far for Montilla, but 6 batted balls over 103 miles an hour. He's topped out at 109.5, 45% hard hit rate, 85% overall contact rate, 23% chase rate, and the approach is good. He's swinging at everything over the heart of the plate. He's got 10 pitches over the heart of the plate and 10 swings is 100% heart swing rate. Subtract that from the chase rate. It looks really, really good. Montilla is a little bit smaller, but he packs a little bit of a punch. He was dominant at the complex last year, one of the better hitters in the Florida Complex League before he ultimately struggled upon his promotion to Single-A, so it's good to see him get a good start early. Kendall George of the Dodgers, he entered Sunday with 1 career home run, 1 in his pro debut. First round pick in 2023, all speed, no power. 20 grade power, 80 grade speed, opposite ends of the spectrum for Kendall George. He hit 2 home runs on Sunday, including an extra innings bomb, and he doubled his career home run total in 1 game. Here's how finicky stat lines are at this point. Entering Sunday, George was slashing 120, 273, 120. All singles. All of his hits have been singles. He left Sunday's game hitting 167, 325, 367. He upped his slug by 247 points. 0.247 points. That's just shows you how little we should care about slash lines at this point. They don't matter. We're in such a small sample for minor league data. It doesn't matter. Stop quoting them. It doesn't matter. Are you worried about player? No. It's literally like a week worth for most guys. So Ramon Ramirez also had a 2 home run game on Sunday. I got some live looks at Ramon Ramirez. I'll talk a little bit more about him in my live looks video that I'm going to do as well. So be on the lookout for that later today. Single-A, Royals catcher Ramon Ramirez, 19 years old. We had a lot of pitchers stand out over the weekend, but first, let's take a quick break, and we will get right back to the action. All right, we are back from the break. Time to talk some minor league pitchers that stood out over the weekend. Off the top, I want to talk about an interesting lefty in the Nationals org. It's Jackson Kent, 4th rounder out of Arizona. He made his pro debut last week, and he looked good. He looked even better this week. Took the hill Saturday, was nearly perfect for 5 innings, allowed just 1 hit, did not issue a walk while striking out 9 batters. Kent generated an impressive 16 whiffs on the start, landed 70% of his pitches for strikes. Those are good marks. Fastball works 92 to 95 from the left side. Kind of a tough release to pick up. Creates some good ride. It's IVB north of 18 inches. Pretty flat approach angle too. So good fastball, 5'9" release. Changeup is dirty, 83 miles an hour. It gets some good like downward movement to it. So I really like Jackson Kent on that changeup. Like 14 inches of fade on it. Curve and slider, distinct secondaries. Slider more of a gyro shape. Curve kind of a downward pitch, 77 miles an hour. Jackson Kent looks good. 22-year-old in high A, but drafted last year. Did not make his pro debut until last Saturday. So we've only had 2 starts in his pro career at this point. But that's Jackson Kent, left-handed pitcher in the Washington Nationals org. Take a look there. I think he's rostered in like 1% of Fantrax leagues. But Tzu-Chen Sha, interesting pitcher. Athletics org. He's 21. He's in single A. Tzu-Chen Sha, that's TZU-CHENSHA. He was signed in 2023 from Taiwan. Sha was terrible in 2024. He had a 6.33 ERA across 85 and a third innings. But so far this spring, he's looked good. And he pitched good in the WBC qualifiers as well. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. Is there something to see with Sha? I mean, to this point, in 2025, in 2 starts, he is not allowed a run while striking out 53.6% of hitters. I don't think he's issued a walk either. I think he's allowed 2 base runners all year, both hits. Has a 71% strike rate. I was digging in on the stuff a little bit. Fastball's like 92 to 95. It's a decent shape. Gets pretty good ride up in the zone. I think the fastball's actually it's a little bit up from last year. I don't say it's a couple ticks up, but he's just throwing it a little harder, more consistently than last year. The slider shape looks good as well. I think there's a change up in this profile. I don't think that Shaw's like a major breakout or anything, but he looks the part. Like, he looks interesting. And I think that here's my thing with Tzu-Chen Sha. He's not as good as he was, or he's not going to be as bad as he was last year, but he's also not going to be as good as he is right now. Like, I don't expect like this superstar breakout or anything of that nature. Like, I just don't see that yet. But I really think that there could be an interesting arm that could pop up here with Sha. And, maybe there's something to see. So keep an eye on him. If you're in a deeper league, maybe take the shot to add him and just see where it goes. So that's Tzu-Chen Sha, Athletics org. I think Braden Nett continues to be one of the most underrated arms in the minors at this point. He had another good start. I mean, 7 strikeouts across 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, pitching in Corpus Christi, which is not an easy place to pitch. That can be a tough environment in the Texas League. He's handling it very well. I wouldn't be shocked if Braden Nett pitches in the majors at some point. Like, pretty interesting stuff here. I'm pretty in on what he's done so far. You look, and there's some really good traits on the fastball for Braden Nett. It's like 95, 97 with 18 inches of vert from a 5'8" release height, -4 VAA. Like, those are some good angles, like pretty flat plane. It's a good sinker he'll mix in. With 15 or more inches of horizontal, gets a lot of ground balls on that pitch, throwing it down. He'll throw a 90-mile-an-hour cutter. He'll throw an upper 70s curveball. There's some good traits in this arsenal. There's a slider as well with heavy sweep. Braden Nett's interesting, and I don't think he gets the love that he deserves. 22-year-old in Double-A, Braden Nett, N-E-T-T, Padres org. Knowing the Padres, like, it wouldn't be shocking if they just, like, pushed him up into the majors at some point this year, because he's got an arsenal that can succeed. Like, you watch him pitch, if you're watching the video, you're like, all right, I can see what they're working with here, and I would not be shocked if he gets the shot sooner than later. There are some interesting arms in this org. Ryan Bergert's another one, but Braden Nett's also pretty sneaky good, so watch out for these guys. Adam Serwinowski, a lefty in the Cincinnati Reds organization. He's a local to me in Greenville, South Carolina, pitched at Eastside High School, state champion, paired with Mavis Graves of the Phillies in high school. 2 big lefties absolutely dominated. He had a really good start as well. He dominated on Saturday. He was good in 3 scoreless in his first start. He went 4 innings. He struck out 6 batters in 4 scoreless, 1 hit and walk allowed apiece. He landed 65% of his pitches for strikes, which I like to see. I think that's important. Just 1 walk in 7 innings. That command from the left side from a 6'5" lefty is very important. It's 94 on the fastball, 17 inches of vert from a 6-foot release height, which looks low from a 6'5" frame. He's got like 6'8" of extension on it. Slider sits in the low 80s with long sweep. It's like 10 inches of horizontal as well. Big whiffs on the slider. Good chase out of the zone. Serwinowski doesn't really have a third pitch yet, which is the issue. He's got a changeup, just doesn't throw it often. Speaking of big lefties, Noah Schultz went 5 innings for the first time in his career. Yes, you heard that right. First time that Noah Schultz has pitched into the 5th. He has never seen the mound in the 5th inning of a game. The White Sox have been very conservative on him. He had a really low pitch count. I think he was like 58 pitches entering the 5th inning, so it's not surprising here. He struck out 6, generated 16 whiffs on the start and 5 scoreless. He did allow 5 hits and 2 walks. He kind of, I won't say he gave out a bit, but the 5th inning was kind of rough. Still kept the runs off the board. You know Noah Schultz, it's a lively arsenal from a 6'10" arm, 94 to 96 range, tops at 98, good arm side run, lands it for strikes often. Slider's really good with sweeping action. Changeup's good as well. Schultz looks like a potential dude, obviously. I think you're going to see him pitch in the 5th more and more, which is encouraging. Gerelmi Maldonado, San Francisco Giants. This is an interesting arm. Maldonado, so I'll spell that for you. Gerelmi, Gerelmi, then Maldonado, Maldonado. He's a right-handed pitcher in the Giants org. He missed all of 2024 due to Tommy John surgery. He took a big leap this offseason, and he looks really good. He threw just 3 innings on Sunday. He had a bad first start of the year last week, but he threw 3 innings Sunday, and it was good. He struck out 7 batters across 3 innings, had a 53% whiff rate, 16 whiffs, 45% CSW. Didn't allow a run, gave up 3 hits and a walk. We're talking about fastball that's 97 to 100. He can touch 101. Like, pretty absurd stuff with a good carry. Slider's sharp as well. 2-plane offering in the mid-80s. Like, pretty good stuff there. There's a changeup. Doesn't throw it often, but you like what you see from Gerelmi Maldonado. So really good stuff there. He's a name to keep an eye on. And Sean Lennon again. Sean Lennon, Linan. Talked about him last week on the show. Talking about him again because he was very good in his first start. Just as good this time around. 4.2 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned. He struck out 8 batters, 1 walk. We're up to 19 strikeouts in 10 innings for Sean Lennon. He generated 19 whiffs on 41 swings, so 46% whiff rate on Sunday. 42% CSW, and he got a 56% chase rate on the Arsenal, which is pretty impressive. It's a lower fastball, 90 to 94, but the changeup is so good. If you're watching this video of Sean Lennon, you can see the beautiful movement on that changeup. It's incredible. It just dies in the air and falls off the map. You know, he has a good slider. I think Lennon needs to be challenged in high A. Yes, he's 20, but this changeup's just going to eat up hitters in single A. They're not going to be able to do anything with it. We need a challenge in high A before I go all in on Lennon, because with that fastball, he needs to live closer to like 93, I think, versus like can be all the way down to 90 up to 94. So something to watch out for, but Sean Lennon looks like a dude. That's going to do it. That's the weekend recap of everything you know across minor league baseball. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast platform. It'll be out every day. Hope to give you the best insight on minor league baseball possible. But thanks for tuning in, and we will talk to you soon.